All right, so let's take a brief moment to discuss what the futures market is. And the long definition of the futures market is the futures exchange is an auction market of derivatives of commodities and securities traded through futures contracts. These futures contracts are an agreement to buy or sell a specified amount of a commodity or security at a future date for a specified price. All right, so what does that actually mean? Okay, and to illustrate this, we're just going to use an example. Okay, just to keep it simple, that's the best way to explain it so that we understand why we even have the futures market. All right, so for example, let's just say I'm a farmer and I want to buy some corn that I want delivered in October, and the current month hypothetically is July. Okay, and just to keep the numbers simple, let's say corn is now valued at a price of $50. Okay, so I'm gonna buy the corn at today's price. Okay, the way that I can do that is with a futures contract. So I get this future contract that says I'm going to buy corn for $50 when this contract expires in October. Once October comes around, let's say the price of corn shot up to $100. When I go and get my corn delivered in October, I'm only going to pay the $50 that's stated in this contract. And then I can take that corn, now that I have my physical delivery of corn, I can take that on the live market and resell it for $100, making a $50 profit. Okay, now that's how the futures market works at its core, and that's what it was created for. It's actually created as a way to hedge against the price fluctuation of commodities. We're not going to go super deep into detail about the history and all of that about the futures market. If you want to learn more about all the details and everything, the history and all of that stuff about the futures market, you can go to my website, mv3trader.com. I have an article written there about the futures market, and you can check that out with what it says there and all the resources that's in that article. Okay. All right, so that's just a brief overview of what the futures market is at its core. So in the next section of this, we're going to talk about a couple of other things that you need to know to trade the futures market efficiently.